Welcome to part number 5 of the Sonic Advance 3 Uncontrollable Speed Challenge. We're in Twinkle Snow now, and this is one of my favorite levels in the game. Not really because of the level design or the gameplay or the scenery or anything like that. The only reason I really like this level is because it reminds me of Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3. I absolutely love Ice Cap Zone. Just everything about it, you know, just the backgrounds, the music, it's just such a great level. I can't really explain it, but if you've never played it, I highly recommend you do so because it's a fantastic level. Anyways, Twinkle Snow really isn't that much harder than Toy Kingdom. It's pretty much the same difficulty. There's really no defining gimmick here, and it's got around the same amount of bottomless pits as Toy Kingdom does, so it's around the same difficulty. If you didn't struggle with Toy Kingdom, you won't struggle with Twinkle Snow. And one of the things with this challenge is the way you approach the levels really doesn't change in between levels. There's really no defining gimmick in each level. So basically, with every level, you just run really fast, avoid obstacles, jump on platforms, and things like that. There's really no gimmick for each level. So every level really just plays out the same exact way, and there's not much for me to say about it at this point. I mean, I've said everything I need to say about the challenge. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about some of my favorite levels in Sonic history, just in case you were wondering, and I don't know, I just thought it would be interesting to talk about. So in Sonic 1, I would have to say my favorite level is Spring Yard Zone. I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic 1, it's just a couple of the levels I really don't like. I really don't like Marble Zone, and I really don't like Labyrinth Zone. And those two levels really just, they make me not like the game, so I don't go back to play Sonic 1 all that much, but I really do like Spring Yard Zone. It's just it's a cool, you know, calm level. It's nice. I really like it. It's a good balance between platforming and speed, and I really do like it. In Sonic 2, it's a tough decision, but I would have to say my favorite level is Chemical Plant. Mostly for the music, it's a great song. But the level plays out, it's a fun level. I have no issues with it. It's pretty fun. But I like a lot of the levels in Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is a great sequel. They really fixed a lot of the problems with Sonic 1, and I just think it's a far superior game than Sonic 1. In Sonic 3, my favorite level, without a doubt, is Ice Cap Zone. Just everything about Ice Cap Zone, it's a perfect level in my opinion. It's a great level. I have no complaints with it. It's that great. In Sonic CD, I really haven't played it that much, but I guess my favorite level is, I don't know, Palm Tree Panic? I guess? I don't know. I don't really play CD that much because I don't have the game, and there's really no way for me to play it because it's on the Sega CD. Although I think it got ported to one of those, like, collections for the GameCube or something like that. With Sonic Adventure, I don't really know which one is my favorite level. They're very similar. I mean, there's really no standout levels. None of them are really fantastic, but none of them are really bad either. They're just consistent. They're consistently good, and if I had to pick the best level, I guess maybe Twinkle Park, I think it's called. That's a pretty good level. That's if I had to choose. I mean, I like them all equally. In Sonic Adventure 2, without a doubt, my favorite level is City Escape. It's a fantastic level. I think everyone agrees with me when I say that City Escape is awesome. You got that whole snowboarding section, and then you go on foot, and then just the whole music with it too. Music can really make or break a level in a Sonic game. If you have a great song, it can make the level that much better. But if you have a terrible song, it can make the level that much worse. So I think music really a lot of my favorite zones in Sonic history also have my favorite music, and I don't think that's a coincidence at all. Other levels of Sonic Adventure 2 I really like, I think the last level, I forgot what it's called, I think it's Final Rush. I really like that level. And, there's one other level, it's a Radical Highway? I think that's what it's called. That level's really cool too. I'd have to say Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite 3D Sonic game, although I really don't like the mech sections. I don't mind the treasure hunting sections, I kind of like those, but the ones where you're playing as Tails and Dr. Eggman, I don't really like those, they're just kind of meh. But I'm running out of time here. If I have more time in another video, I will talk about some of the other Sonic games I've played, but that's just a little brief history of my favorite Sonic levels. Anyways, here is the boss for Twinkle Snow, and this boss, it's one of the hardest bosses in the game. Basically, if you make a mistake, you are going to be sent into the bottomless pit below. And you have to jump on these platforms which fall down when you jump on them. And Eggman will also shoot out a giant spiked wall at you, and if it hits you, you are most likely going to go into the bottomless pit below. But all you have to do for this fight is just make the platforms hit Eggman. Now you can kind of time the platforms right to hit him, but it's mostly just like a luck factor. Don't really focus on trying to hit Eggman that way, just focus on staying alive. If you focus on staying alive, eventually the platforms will hit him and kill him. Don't worry about attacking him, just focus on staying alive and you should be okay. As far as the time limit goes, you really shouldn't worry about that either. You really shouldn't even get close to the time limit. I don't really know what it is, it's probably around 2 minutes, but you'll eventually get it. I mean, just keep knocking those platforms down, and you will defeat him in pretty much a minute 30, somewhere around there. So don't really worry about the time limit. Anyways, in part number 6, we are going to Cybertrack, and I have a lot to say about it. I'll see you then.